Here we go. Welcome back to My Hero Academia Anime Review, episode number 210. We are here reviewing episode number 148 of the series. And with this particular one, we have 11 episodes to go for season 7. The episode itself, first thing to talk about, this episode season, given the fact it's only been 21 episodes. I guess that the reason why we're not getting that we changed the opening theme song is because there's not many episodes left to go. Like with last week, it was like 12 left. I guess they figured though, why not here? We also got an entire sequence. It's interesting. I still think that the opening sequence from the first season of the show, the first like 4, I love the opening sequence they have for the first 4 seasons of the show. 5 was really good. First one I wasn't really a fan of. I like the second one better. 6 had pretty decent ones. But now here this one. So we pick up right where we left off last episode where Earjack has lost one of her ear jack things, and Todoroki, Tokiyama basically is injured. So looking at Hawks basically proceeds to use a distraction. Of course, she proceeds to use a special sound barrier on All for One, and then of course Hawks breaks his mask. And it seems like he's about to basically fight back, and then his corks start turning against him until he proceeds to eat one of them. Yeah, he eats one of the corks. Why he does this for, I have no freaking idea. So then he apparently gets his mask restored thanks to this little whatever this ability is, and he's about to attack the heroes. I think, like, who's but is it Hawks? No, it's Endeavor. Wallace loses a hand in this, and he proceeds to basically beat the living crap out of All for One. And All for One basically is like, oh crap, I have been flashback to Kamino because of because of All Might beating him like crazy in that arc. Oh my gosh, it was insane. And that was back in season 3 of the show. Yes, season 3. It's like this episode we have reference to season 3 and season 4. I'll get to that reference to season 4 was a bit surprising to me because it's been a while since I read it. So it goes around, of course, and the Wood Hero proceeds to try to get away. Most people forget that the Wood Hero here is dating Mott Lady. And he goes to Paramount Fist. And then we have the other reference, basically. This is from another season 4 of the show, which had an arc that take up most of the season. That being the overall arc. Which, by the way, the reference is basically this. So, All for One took this thing shaped like a bullet. Yeah, this thing contains the reverse quark, which is Ares quark. Now, if you're curious, like, that was back in season 4 of the show. And it was from season 4, that arc was from these 4 books. Volume 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Yes, and this took up pretty much most of season 4. It was a very lengthy arc. Yes. It was one of 3 arcs they had that season. The remodel course they had afterwards. And they had like another arc after that, and I think that was it. Though, I did enjoy the overhaul arc. I thought it was really done well in the anime. And I was kind of surprised to see this here, and then you start seeing like de-aging. Yes, All for One is de-aging, where his ears return normal. Oh, by the way, the reason we couldn't attack the ability because apparently he lost multiple senses, except for his ability to speak. So he apparently lost the ability to see and hear and smell. So now his quirk is de-aging him. Meanwhile, we see Deku flying across the ocean. And then they would cut away to the Coffin in the Sky, aka the UA, where you have a bunch of heroes fighting Todoroki. We have basically Baka unleashes his new ability, this new thing he made from the support. He apparently built all this sweat while you're training in the arena and uses it on Todoroki, and he's like, huh. And of course, Kamen Part 74 is basically an example of where he'll basically notice stuff right away. He's very good in listening to surroundings. He knows very well to make sure his surroundings, what his surroundings is, and basically not too much damage to it. So at one point I think, oh, is the thing damaged? No, which is basically an explosion. And Shigaraki knows the fact about that, and like he praises him for it, but he also a bit of annoyance. He really breaks the man's arm. And of course, Mariko and Best Genius try their best basically to take him on. And that's the episode. It's an absolute fantastic episode, and I'm looking forward to the next episode, which I think it's going to air next week, despite I heard something that the series taking a break. I'm not sure why. Actually, I think it was for the Olympics, I think it was. Alright, so sadly put, this is the penultimate chapter of My Hero Academia, because I have heard that next month, with chapter 430 is the final chapter of the series. It didn't say to be concluded, it just said to be continued. First, we have this wonderful 2-page spread of Class 1A. And I love it that we have Ochaku sitting next to Deku here. It's an absolute great image. It's basically celebrate 10 years of My Hero. So, we begin basically talking about this person's quirk, like Country's Doom, and we kind of see this person where it looks like he has looks like twigs come out of his face. By the way, we don't find out who he is, and then we see Ochaku thinking about Ochaku, like his fault, basically she died, and like, Deku, why are you here? I knew somehow you slept over with One for All, because this is what we had a heart to heart. That's not what I meant. I said I was heading home for now, which would have been fine, but I have a feeling you'd be here. Why you came though? I really feel like saying sorry, but I wanted to show you something we were through, because of Chuck, you've always been this way. Yeah, basically also referencing when he first met her back in the, I think it was like episode 5 of the anime, when they first met during the entrance exam, like everything at sports festival, saying back, he admits basically to her that she is his hero, and basically he's a holder. Holding hand can be smooth, even though his very heavy bruise takes all for one. Yeah, because she's fault she died. If I didn't get stabbed. And of course, like, and then figure out soon maybe we met with kids. I guess anime about Tenko, about Tomoko Todoroki, I mean. You know, make a difference. And then everybody else shows up like, she really is here. Okara, we were here for you too. Ochaku, you silly head. We see Floppy hopping around. Yeah, and of course, she just immediately jumps onto Ochaku, basically give her a big hug. Of course, like it was an Ember. Like, that big burst you get here. How's the Ember doing? It's fine. Huh? The Ember, what do you mean? Hold on. Why did you say anything? I completed One for All. And then we have sort of this going party for Amako. Ayama. Yeah, he's leaving the school to basically seek redemption for what he did. Yep. Let's go Billboard try to say. It looks like he's having no, it's not Endeavor. It's actually All for One having lunch with Hawks. Yeah, and then we cut to the guy we saw from the start of the chapter. Well, looks like he's like bleeding from his hands. Everyone's wondering, like, what the heck is up with him? And it's like, you there, boy. And we see this like his face is kind of apart. Who the heck this is? Don't know. You'll be fine because Granny is here too. Hey, is Awai too? Heroes. And of course, basically, seeing like we knew that we hit home with society, but some assume heroes will have time to kill. And last scene of the chapter is basically a cup full of pencils. Okay? So yeah, that is the penultimate chapter of My Hero Academia. It's going to be sad to see this series go. Excuse me, because I love My Hero Academia. Of course. And we continue for quite a while. Excuse me. Based on myself for this series, I'm guessing we might get one more season of the show. Maybe at least. I know there's a movie coming really soon, but great chapter. Loved it. I give it a 10 out of 10. Yep. Now, I can confirm there will be a new chapter next week. And it could be the final chapter. I have heard it 4:30 is the final chapter, but it's like I said, it's sad to see this go. I've loved reviewing this series. I've been reviewing this series now, like the manga and the anime now for 6 years. I've been doing this. 6 years. Started back in 2018. Basically, when I started my job, basically, I'm reviewing this series. And I have thoroughly enjoyed every single bit of it. And the anime, of course, is still been going for another year or two. Of course, going to the movie come out. But the manga, sadly, we're going to see this go. And I haven't heard anything at this game where light novels. I love the light novels they have for My Hero. I think the light novels fantastic. They fill in gaps in stories really well. And, like, if you want to do it like another adaptation for a season, like do a special season where you adapt the light novels, even though we see, or you could do like a side series, similar to Slime Tower, just fill in the gap between some certain stories. I personally would love to see adaptation of those light novels. There's good amount of material for it. I mean, you can get like 2 seasons out of that. Yep. But yeah, that's particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the like button. I do have surprisingly one more comment corner left. Yeah, I'm out of digital ones, but I do have one physical one to talk about here. Yep, so that'll be next. And after that, it'll be Fairy Tail. Yep, that is next. Fairy Attention Quest, which I'm looking forward to discussing that one. Discussing that, which for some reason I'm not getting notified this is released. I had to look at the actual website to find out if this is released dub or not. So that will be next. We're at this comic corner, okay? Next video. Bye.